Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the J&R Sports Talk Show. I'm your host, James Westgate, joined here by my co-host,
Raffaelle Donniacuo. Thank you for introducing me this time, and thank you for not letting me start up the show. Getting into it, we're doing week 2 predictions today. So what do we have, James? What's the first game?
Okay, so sure, just go right into it.
I'm excited today.
I know you are. You're always excited. So we're doing NFL Week 2 predictions. Pretty simple, straightforward. So we're starting it tonight, Thursday Night Football. Vikings versus Eagles. The result of this game will have already been decided when this goes out. So, Ralph, I'll let you go first tonight.
Yeah,
Vikings, Eagles. What do you have?
I'm going to take the Eagles here. I don't think that the Vikings are their defense isn't really up to par. The Eagles' offense is just way too good for that defense, and I think the Eagles are going to smoke them. Final score prediction, 27-13.
All right. I mean, yeah, I definitely agree with you. Going into Philadelphia, especially, Thursday Night Football, prime time at the Eagles' home field. So, honestly, I forgot the name of the Eagles' home field. I forgot where they play.
It's not MetLife.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point, obviously. But, yeah, the Vikings' defense is pretty bad. The offense also did not perform well at all week 1 for the Vikings. So, I mean, we'll see. They lost to the Bucs week 1, which was an upset for them. But so yeah, we're both taking the Eagles week 1 tonight. So something we both agree on. There we go. So
Yes.
We go into Sunday's games. Let's go Chiefs versus Jaguars. This is gonna be a good game. Take it away.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. Travis Kelce is returning, so the Chiefs won't have Noah Gray trying to catch balls. I think we'll be all right here. Kadarius Toney will not get as many targets. And I think the Chiefs are going to take this one.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have the Chiefs too. Going into Jacksonville was the only thing that kind of swayed me away because Jacksonville's really good, and now the Chiefs are going into Jacksonville. So, but yeah, I am taking Kansas City. Kelce back is obviously huge, and the Chiefs did not look good week 1. Obviously, they lost to the Lions, but I mean, I don't think week 1 is pretty telling.
Yeah, week 1 is fake stats, honestly.
Yeah.
Especially when you're missing your number one wide receiver.
All right. Yep. Next game, Ravens versus Bengals. Ralph, what do you have? Bengals home.
I'm gonna take the Bengals in a comeback game. Jamar Chase looked pretty upset. So did Joe Burrow. I think the Ravens are going to lose.
Well, yeah, that's why you took the Bengals.
I think the Ravens are gonna get smoked.
Smoked.
I
mean, yeah,
Ravens don't keep it close.
The Ravens won by 16 versus Houston week 1, but they didn't look like that amazing.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson is not that guy anymore.
Yeah, their offense was, it was good, but it wasn't anything to write home about. So
you're missing J.K. Dobbins now as well.
I mean, Cincinnati played terrible in Cleveland last weekend, but again, I think early on in the season, home and away matters more than it does getting later on.
I'm going to completely disagree with you.
I know
because
you are.
if it's a good team, then they're going to win, and if it's a bad team, they're going to lose.
Yeah, no, but atmosphere.
That's how scores go.
Atmosphere also swings a lot. So playing in Cincinnati, I think is going to do a lot. I think Lou Anarumo, Staten Island native, I think his defense is going to go to play. Going to shut down the Ravens.
Well,
I think
obviously they're going to go to play. They have a great defense.
All right, 20. I'm
Ravens are losing regardless.
By a touchdown, taking the Bengals. Ralph, we're 3 for 3, in agreement so far.
Yeah, but my score is gonna be way.
We're not doing
more
scores.
accurate than yours.
All right, Bills
Bengals
versus
take them
Raiders.
20-3.
Raiders at Bills in Buffalo.
I'm gonna have to go with the Raiders here. Upset pick. The Bills are not the best team. I feel like Jimmy G is gonna just go ham. That's my opinion. I think Jimmy G's going ham. Josh Jacobs is rushing for 200 yards and 3 touchdowns, and the Raiders are going to win 42-37. That's my final prediction.
Wait, how much did the Raiders lose by last week? They lost by a lot versus Denver, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I mean, I'm taking Buffalo. Buffalo, I feel like we said, you said it yourself. Week 1 is fake stats. So I mean, I don't think week 1 tells the entire story of a team. I don't think it's going to tell the story of Josh Allen.
Hot take: Josh Allen's overrated. Josh Allen is extremely overrated. Threw for the most interceptions in the league last year. He threw for 3 last game. I think he's going for at least 1 interception next game, maybe 2.
The Raiders' defense is bad.
It doesn't matter.
Raiders' defense is
it
bad.
doesn't matter. He's locked. Well,
right.
Josh Allen isn't locked. He could flip a coin for his receivers, which one he's going to throw to, and he could have better decision making that way.
Next game, Chargers. Yeah, that's true. He stunk last game. Chargers versus Titans. I think I'm going to take it first, honestly. I think the Titans.
Yeah, I know you are.
I think they're so bad. I've always thought that. I think Tannehill's done. Derrick Henry is starting to get older. His body just seems to be worn. And I think the Chargers are going to blow out the Titans. The Titans' defense is terrible. I mean, still have a great coach in Mike Vrabel, so the game will probably be kept close. But the Titans roster is kind of it's in a rough spot here. So I'm going to take the Chargers by like 20 on the road in Tennessee.
I'm also going to take the Chargers, and in agreements with James. I think that's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah,
the Titans suck.
Yeah,
I don't think they've ever been good.
They are really bad.
They're just not a good team, in my opinion.
Who's your favorite player on the Titans?
My favorite player on the Titans, probably their kicker.
Mine is.
I don't know anyone, so it's got to be the kicker.
You know the tight end?
Chigas who?
No, like Chigaziem Okunwanku. He's number 85.
That's a sick name.
Fast. He's so fast.
Not as good as the kicker. Let's move on.
Who is their kicker?
Don't ask me.
That's a good question.
Let's keep it moving.
All right, I got it. Don't worry. Next game, Colts versus Houston, Richardson versus Stroud. I'm really, really, really excited to watch this game. But I feel like it's going to be a shootout. I mean, Colts defense isn't that bad. Texans defense played all right versus Baltimore. But I'm really excited for this game. I think Stroud and Richardson are both going to play really well. And but I do have Houston taking this one.
Disagreement.
Go
Colts.
for it.
Michael Pittman is him.
Yeah, he's pretty
Anthony
good.
Richardson is him. We're locked in. Colts are taking him. Colts are taking him by 2 touchdowns.
Wait, is Richardson? Richardson's fully healthy, right?
Yeah.
Because I remember he did get hit. No, he's not on the injury report. Okay, yeah, he's
he
playing.
was questionable.
Yeah, he's playing.
fine though.
Okay, next game, another one that's gonna be a really good game. This is Sunday Night Football, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Sunday Night Football. Dolphins versus Patriots in Foxborough. So I mean, Ralph, what do you got?
I'm gonna take the Patriots. I lied. I'm gonna take the Dolphins. Tyreek Hill is going for at least 2,000 yards, and Patriots stink.
This is the Patriots have played really
Well, they did.
really well
Ramondre
last week.
Stevenson's really good, but at the same time, I think the Dolphins are gonna smoke them.
I mean, the Dolphins, I feel like every year open up with an amazing week one and then like just start like stumbling and falling. But I don't know. I feel like
If Tua doesn't get hurt, they're gonna win. If Tua gets hurt, it's a completely different story.
I mean, Tua getting hurt is what you're banging on a team to win. That's like a 2% chance of happening. That's a good point. But I'm taking the Patriots at home Sunday Night Football. I think Mac Jones is awful, but I think they're gonna pull this one out. And their defense is still great. They still have a really good defense. They showed that in the second half versus Philadelphia. I mean, after getting blown out early, came back and were this close to winning the game. So Sunday Night Football, that should be a really good division game, but I'm taking the Patriots, even though that pains me to do. Next game, another great divisional matchup, but I mean, I don't think this will be much of a contest. Browns versus Steelers, Monday Night Football.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I
The Steelers
feel like
suck.
No. I feel like Kenny Pickett's gonna have his get back game, but at the same time, the Browns are good, but the Cleveland Browns are gonna brown, and I'm taking the Steelers. Kenny Pickett's throwing for 324
that Steelers
yards.
offense is so bad.
It doesn't matter. They're signing
Matt-
Antonio Brown. You didn't see?
Matt Canada, I don't know how Matt Canada is consistently employed as an offensive coordinator, but
Yeah, Najee Harris is pretty terrible too.
yeah,
if you
he's
ask
bad
me.
too. He is.
He can flip like I said with Josh Allen. He can flip a coin on which gap he's gonna run through, and he can have better decision making that way. He just runs into defenders, play after
like-
play after play. He was only good when he was getting like 300 some touches.
He was like a
He's not
slower, worse decision maker than Derrick Henry. But we're going opposite here. I'm taking the Browns going into Pittsburgh. No longer named Heinz Field, I'm pretty sure, and they're gonna get the win on Monday Night Football. Now, CBS game of the week: Jets versus Cowboys. I mean,
I'm
honestly, I
taking
don't know.
this one. It's going to be the New York Jets. Although the Cowboys have an elite pass rush, their run stopping is not too well. I'm taking Breece Hall at least 110 yards. He's rushing for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook's getting 6 receptions, and the Jets take him by 10 points.
It's the Jets, so I could talk about this game forever. But I don't think Jets are going into Dallas and winning this one. The Cowboys' offense did not look that impressive versus the Giants. I mean, Dak had worse stats than Zach Wilson did. Zach played worse than Zach did. Tony Pollard was all right. And if the Cowboys' offense plays like they did versus Giants versus the Jets defense. This is going to be a really good game. And if the Jets defense plays just as well as they did versus Buffalo, it's going to be a really good game.
Bless
But
you.
thank you. This game will completely just rely. It wasn't honestly his name, but it's okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. This game is just on Zach Wilson. I think if the Jets can put up 3 scores, then they'll win this game. Because I think the magic number for the Jets is 20 points. I think the Cowboys can get held to like 17 by this Jets D.
Yeah, we also have an elite
But
D. I think we're gonna be all right.
It's just like I want to take the Jets more, but like we're gonna have to lose. So like, if I'm not
undefeated.
I can't take the Jets every week if I would like to, and I think this is a week that makes sense not to. So I'm taking Dallas at home.
Yeah, maybe.
Next
way to
game,
be wrong.
Washington
That's
versus
way
Denver.
To be wrong. When's this
Washington
Rams
versus-
game coming up?
No
How
one
many
cares.
more?
Washington versus Denver.
Excuse me.
Washington versus Denver. Both two teams that looked really good last week, but I'm gonna take Denver at home. I think Russ is gonna have a good game against this Washington defense. I think Ron Rivera is a really weak coach, and I think Sean Payton is gonna outcoach him, and Broncos are gonna win.
You know, as much as I want to counter Westgate, I am going to have to go with the Broncos here. I feel like this is Russell Wilson's revenge year, and the Broncos are going to be okay.
All right. Next game, two teams that also looked. Actually, the Bears looked terrible. The Bears got blown out by the
Yeah,
Packers.
the Bears.
Yeah.
Bears are pretty bad.
Bears versus Bucks. Bucks, a team that pulled off a huge upset win and looked really good last week. I mean, Baker was talking after that game. He said that the Bucks are a better team than people thought. They want their respect, and they are honestly earned it. So, Browns versus Bucks. I'm having so much trouble picking this game. I don't know what to do. But Ralph, so you take it first.
Browns versus Bucks. I'm going to take
Bears.
the Bucks.
Bears. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Bears.
wow. Wait a
I said Browns once by accident. I said Bears about 10
Wait, so
times.
what is the game?
Bears versus Bucks in Tampa.
Bears versus Bucks. Stupid question. It's obviously going to be the Bucks versus Tampa. I don't even have to explain that one. The Bucks
the
are
Bears.
just 20 times better than the Bears. Justin
Do you
Fields is the
actually
most
believe that?
Justin Fields is the most overrated player in the NFL. 100%.
Wouldn't say that.
I would say he's the most overrated player. Coming into this year, everyone was hyping him up. This is the year that he takes a step up. Did you see what he did last game?
Yeah, he did not play well.
He was throwing the ball at the floor.
Are you took the Bucks? Just
I'd
because
take
of
the
that,
Bucks.
I'm just taking the Bears. I don't know.
But
I don't know
again,
what to pick.
another wrong pick.
Green Bay at Atlanta. Another two more teams that also looked good last week. Desmond Ridder, is he the answer in Atlanta?
He's not the answer. Bijan Robinson is the answer, and that's why I'm taking. Who are they playing again? Green Bay.
Green Bay.
I'm taking Green Bay.
Me too.
Jordan Love's going crazy. Christian
Yeah,
Watson's going
I
for 2
agree.
touchdowns.
Falcons defense is not that good.
Next game,
They
what do we
played the
got?
Panthers. Can I talk about like a game? Like we don't have to automatically go to the next game. All right,
I know what the next game is. I'm excited.
Okay. But yeah, Jesse Bates really good. Looked really good for the Falcons. But besides that defense is not the AJ Terrell's a dog. Grady Jarrett. But I don't know. I'm taking Green Bay. I think they're gonna come out on top. And next game, Seahawks versus Lions. Geno Smith, Jets fans' best friend. What do you got, Ralph? I think this is a pretty easy game.
I'm going to have to take the Lions. I feel like the Seahawks defense is good, but not good enough to hold back the Jared Goffs. I feel like Jared Goff is going to go crazy this game. Amon-Ra is catching at least 12 passes. And the Lions take the W and go 2-0 after their hot win against Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking the Lions, too. Geno Smith looked awful last week. I mean, he looked really bad.
Yep.
I mean, we know a little bit about Geno Smith being Jets fans, and he is not the greatest. So, yeah, definitely going Lions. I mean, such a well coached team. Like you just saw that versus Kansas City. I mean, I wouldn't say that Andy Reid was out coached by Dan Campbell. Like his receivers just didn't catch the football, which is ultimately why they lost the game. But I mean, what a game plan by the Lions. They did go in there, shut stuff down, and they came out with the win in Arrowhead too. So that's week one.
That's good stuff.
Week one primetime in Arrowhead is
Next
not
game,
an easy feat.
please.
All right.
I need this game.
Okay, next week, San Francisco versus Los Angeles Rams.
Yes, this is the game of the year right here. We are taking the Los Angeles Rams in an upset against the 49ers. I promise you the Los Angeles Rams are going to win this. They just signed their new star backup quarterback, Brett Ripien. And on his career, he's had 8 games. He has a 61.5 completion percentage, almost 1,000 yards. He's almost going to hit 800.
He's terrible.
4 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Although he may not touch the field, I'm still going to take the Rams in a close game.
I mean, you know the Jets were rumored around Brett Rippon because he learned the Hackett offense last year. So yeah, true story.
Yeah,
But
no, I'm completely lying. The Rams are not winning this game.
you can't change your pick. I'm
No.
taking the Niners, so just take the Rams.
No, I'm not going to ruin my record on the year. I'm taking the Niners. Silly
right.
question.
Yeah, I'm taking the Niners too. You just ruined the fun.
Niners going to smoke.
Well, we're definitely gonna have different picks for this game. Giants versus Cardinals in Arizona. Who do you have?
Cardinals.
Yeah, like I said, the Giants.
Joshua Dobbs.
I know, but yeah, you're taking them, right? All yours.
I'm locked in.
Cardinals defense isn't awful. I mean, Zaven Collins is a beast. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Giants. I don't think this game is going to be as big of a blowout as people think it is. Like, as I said, I don't think week 1 defines the team. I don't think the Giants are the team they are that they play like in week 1. I mean, I'm still going to make fun of them. They lost by 40 on prime time, but that's not the team the Giants are. Like, they're much better than that. And so, yeah, I'm taking them in Arizona, and the Cowboys are definitely going to put up a fight. It's not going to be a blowout. Their defense will keep them in the game. But I am taking the Giants. And the last game. Second game of the Monday night doubleheader. Saints versus Panthers. I really don't know who is watching this game. I'm definitely not. But
I'm watching this game. I'm watching Jamal Williams rush for 110 yards and 2 touchdowns from the 1-yard line. I feel like the Saints are going to take the Panthers in here. In this game, rather. And let's go Derek Carr. Should have been a Jet.
Yeah, we'd have a healthy quarterback right now. I'm also taking the Saints. Derek Carr looked good last week, and the Panthers.
Yeah, I mean, he looked good the past few years. He never looked bad.
He's never amazing.
Listen, mediocre
we have
was all the Jets needed.
We have a whole show on that from like 8 months ago, somewhere on YouTube.
Jake Solheim definitely watched it.
Saints versus Panthers. I'm taking the Saints. The Panthers looked so bad last week. Their offensive line is
Miles
so
Sanders is
awful.
gonna go crazy. Don't worry.
He looked all right, but their offensive line is so awful. Their defense isn't good. So yeah, that is the end of the week 2 games.
And that's
what?
all we have for the JNR podcast.
No, so I wasn't planning on closing the show yet. I mean,
I'm closing.
all right, yeah. I mean, if you want to close it, you can close it.
I've been Raffaelle Donniacuo. He's been James Westgate.
That's the end of the JNR Sports Talk. Have a great day, everyone.